Now, it's said waiting is the hardest part. That cliche is no more true than when you are sick. A local hospital is reporting they are cutting wait times by being more efficient with the tax dollars they have to spend. Join me tonight with this exclusive story is our Maluske. Michelle.
Stephanie, Erie Shores HealthCare is cutting their wait times for seeing an ER doc, being admitted to hospital, and going home sooner. How have they done it? By being hyper-focused on the data. More diagnostics.
We've had 30% higher throughput.
Faster access to a doctor.
We've dropped that just within the last 6 weeks to 3.5 hours.
And less idle bedtime.
We've gotten that down to we've seen about a 6-hour reduction.
Erie Shores HealthCare has implemented 2 new programs and an entire unit to try to make their whole hospital more efficient. And it all starts here at the emergency department.
Physicians should see a patient within about 3 hours of arrival. Here at Erie Shores, we were sitting at about 6.5 hours, which is not ideal.
So ER docs were asked to take an efficiency training course. 70% are done, with more signing on every day. One of the lessons, something called batching patients.
Going to see 2 to 3 patients in a batch and then coming in to putting those orders in and putting the greatest amount of effort into the first 4 hours of your shift, because when you look at what's required, and we talked about diagnostic imaging, it often takes a few hours to have that testing return.
They also use surge data to schedule doctors to be here when they traditionally see an influx of patients. And their computers will warn doctors if it's been more than 3 hours since they last checked on their patients.
I'm seeing 20% more patients per shift.
And those patients who require diagnostic imaging are getting into a suite faster. 30-minute blocks of time are reserved just for ER patients.
We need to determine if someone can safely go home or not. And unless I have that, which is one of the most complex items that can be done within the emergency room system, having that imaging done, I don't know what to do. I need to have that information to make a decision.
Officials say they've doubled the capacity here in the last 2 years by matching staffing with predicted surges and running the CT suite 24/7.
We've seen a 20% decrease in the wait that an ER patient is waiting for their diagnostics.
The other bottleneck in the system is bed availability.
We probably had 3 occurrences last year where our ER was in what we call gridlock,
meaning there were no free beds in the ER for a doctor to assess a new patient.
It's a weight on your shoulders when you walk in and you see on the board, admit no bed, admit no bed. And you're wondering, where am I going to see patients?
The answer to that question lies in something called idle bedtime. We'll delve into that tomorrow. Just to give you a tease, the hospital has been able to reduce their idle bedtime by more than 6 hours. How? By creating an entire new unit at the hospital. But as I said, Stephanie, that is the story for tomorrow.
Okay, looking forward to it. Michelle Maluske, thank you for this.